Ooh, man. Hey, everybody. I had a plan before I came on here tonight, but the plan just got thrown out the window. It's not funny either. It got thrown out the window for bad reasons. But anyway, let me explain. Welcome in. Tonight, I'm continuing my summer series that I mentioned last night. Okay. I mentioned to you last night, and let me get, let me get, let me get Instagram going because it is acting funny. Okay. But I mentioned to you last night about how this summer is absolutely critical for your business, and that I would be coming back on here more frequently to give you insights on how you can take advantage of the next 90 days, a very precious and pivotal moment in your business. Hey, we are back. Oh, no, it's still acting funny on Instagram. Sorry, you guys. I guess I need to try to get y'all later. But here's the thing. Um, Something happened to me today that kind of paused, that made me pause for a minute. Okay. Uh, and I have a feeling that I'm not the only one that's been experiencing this. And so I just want to share it with you. And let me know in the comments if you've been experiencing something similar or if this is you. I got a call today by someone who is an old friend of mine. Haven't spoken to him in a while. He's been going through it. He lost his wife recently. So now he's, still grieving, single dad, like all this stuff is happening for him, around him. At the same time, he had a business that had largely focused in the DEI space. And as you all know, of what's happening this year, everything is happening this year to completely obliterate those opportunities. And so he's now faced with the fact that he has to pivot. He's now faced with the fact that he has to do something new, and he has to almost kind of like, he feels like he has to start all over. He's wondering, like, do I need to go get a job? Like, I don't want to go back to corporate America, but what do I do when I've been doing this for so many years? And so he's, in essence, he's having to hit the reset button. He's having to start all over. He's having to recalibrate and rethink. And it made me think about the fact that there are so many people that are dealing with something like that right now. I just saw a report today in Axios that was talking about Black women's unemployment and how just since January, over 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. That our unemployment rate is continuing to go up in comparison to others, more than others. And specifically as it relates to all of the firings that's taken place in the corporate sphere, fully a third of those firings have been of Black women. Think about that. Of all the firings that have happened so far this year, of those who have worked and dedicated their lives to federal service, a third of those have been Black women. I also think of the fact that a couple of days ago, I had a conversation with another friend of mine. He is an entrepreneur, a very extremely successful entrepreneur. But he was just talking to me about how both of his sisters have lost their jobs. So they're now coming to live with him. He already has several children that he's taking care of. But now he's going to have to help them get back on their feet as they look to find something else. How many of you understand what it feels like to be in one of those situations, right? You yourself has either lost a job or you yourself has had your business virtually wiped out because of what's happened this year, specifically targeting us. You yourself have not been directly impacted, but someone in your family has. Someone in your circle has. And as a result, you're having to take on more to help them survive this. Is there anybody out there that knows what that feels like? Is there anybody out there that's living this life right now? And I don't think it's any, all of these people are Black, by the way, that I'm speaking about. What is happening at the moment is really, I've been saying it since January, but this is a coordinated attack around completely obliterating Black economic progress, Black economic power, Black economic stability. And the sad thing is, it is working to a great extent. But here is what I came on here to tell you. It is not time to give up. It is not time to wave the white flag. It is not time to just say, I don't know what to do, so I'm just walking away. It is time to think about, what is your next chapter like? What is the rebound like? I would, in fact, go as far as to say that this summer is not just another season. This summer is your comeback season. This summer is the time that you will recalibrate, adjust, armor yourself with the tools and that you need to come back stronger and better than ever. And you will take the actions that are necessary to position yourself to rise. If there's one thing I know for sure, it is this. It is the fact that when all hell is breaking loose, when you are faced with a situation that is extremely disruptive in your life, when what you had counted on to be there is no longer there anymore, I understand that when you're in moments like that, honestly, it doesn't feel good. I know, no, you don't want it. But when you really think about it, it provides you a different type of freedom. It provides you liberation anew. When what you had has been stripped away, it gives you the ability to create something brand new directly in the direction of what you most want now. In fact, it is the opportunity to just really focus on what you want and go all in making it real. So if you are seeing that you are in one of these spaces, you've lost a job, you have to think about, what do I do next? And you know that you have now learned from that experience that just having a job isn't enough, because it can be gone in a blink of an eye. You now know that you need to supplement that with some way to make money on your own, or you might want to decide that you want to go after that long lost dream of starting your own business, and you want to go full steam ahead in that direction. Or perhaps you're someone who saw your industry obliterated, like my friend that I spoke to today, and you're like, okay, I got to recalibrate. What can I do next? Or maybe you're someone who's like, okay, I have survived it. I've taken the hit. Things have changed. I don't have the same contracts that I had before. I do have some coming in, but I know I need to start to expand what I offer. I know I need to start to maybe expand who I serve into new spaces. I need to do some things differently to make up for the loss that I've taken under this autocratic regime. If any of those is you, let me know by putting pivot in the chat. Because when you put pivot there, it's going to let me know to share with you something that I will be announcing first thing in the morning. I promise you that this summer is going to be my Revolutionary Summer series, right? This is going to be a revolutionary summer. And as I've been saying for the past several months, the revolution will be monetized, okay? This is about you getting clear on what you need to do to be the financial safety for yourself, for your family. You need to look out for you right now and for those that you care about, because clearly this fool in the White House is doing everything that he can to destroy you. And so I am saying that I'm kicking off my Revolutionary Summer series with a training called a Power Pivot Intensive. It's going to be 3 days in which I'm going to delve deeply into really understanding how to pivot effectively into your next. We're going to be breaking down those things like what are those specific skills that you need to focus on now to figure out where can they take you next? Like really, how can you assess what you have to work with at this moment and how to best utilize those to get to that next space, and assess the environment to figure out what are the best spaces to focus your attention. You're really going to take time to really organize and strategize around how do you launch successfully in this crazy moment. And we're going to take time to figure out how do you sell now, which honestly is different, very different than what it has been in the past. And in my membership, Revolutionary Vanguard, we just did a very deep training tonight specifically on that. How do you sell now? And it is different. I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, it takes more effort, it takes more skill, but you can still do it. And if you want to really get a breakdown on all of those three things, then you're going to want to join me. I'm giving you like a sneak peek that we're going to officially announce it tomorrow. But if you want to be among the first to know, just put pivot in the comments. I will make sure I send you a link directly, because here's the thing. This is warfare. This is warfare. We are under attack. The people that I'm talking to, that have shared these specific instances with me that I shared with you, these are very accomplished people. These are people that had been very successful. These are people that put years into their craft and were very good at what they did. And now all of a sudden, everything that they work for has been ripped away. It's like, it's like had their life was this beautifully set table, and then someone comes and just pulls the tablecloth off and everything goes everywhere. Hey there, I'm seeing pivot there. So listen, I just want to make sure that we do what we need to do now so you will be okay. So you will be able to make this shift successfully. And if there's one thing I understand about doing it, shifting. Throughout my career, I have shifted from a college professor to a DC policy wonk. And I've shifted again from a DC policy wonk to a nonprofit executive. And I've shifted again from a nonprofit executive to a policy consultant, DC-centric consultant. I shifted from there to a DEI professional. And well before the whole George Floyd issue, I shifted, or shall I say pivoted once again, into a business and media monetization specialist. And here I am before you now, a business strategist with the type of experience to really understand politically what's happening. So I know what's at stake and I know what they're doing and I understand their end game, which ain't pretty for us. Which is why I am just so adamant about our need to do everything we can do to fortify ourselves now. So once again, if you know that you are in that space where you know you need to do something different in this moment, put pivot in the comments. First thing in the morning, I will reach out to you. You will be the first to get the information on my brand new training that is specifically on that will be happening this month. Okay. So I hope this is helpful. This is not really what I had planned to talk about today, but after I got off the phone with the conversation tonight, I was like, wow, this is someone whom I've respected, who had been very successful. And with everything that's going on now, all of the support that his organization had received for years from corporations completely dried up. And he is having to start over from zero. If that is you, put pivot in the comments. If you're one of the 300,000, that was just discarded despite your years of public service, put pivot in the comments. If you're one of those people who had contracts canceled out of the blue. Put pivot in the comments. If you're one of those people who found out that though you had you had a long history of working with a particular organization, that all of a sudden they didn't want to continue, put pivot in the comments. You're currently retired? All right. Now it's time for something new. I hear you. That's a good one too. If you're currently retired, but you want to have additional income, put pivot in the comments. Any of those situations, this is for you. This is not the end. This is a new beginning. And guess what? This is the type of beginning where you get to exercise your power to create something of your specific design that they cannot undermine. Put pivot in the comments. With that said, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I know this was a little bit of a downer tonight, but I wanted to come on and share. It just moved me so much, that conversation. But I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with happier news, but definitely specifically with the information that you need to know right now in order to be able to pivot. All right. With that said, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will check you out later. Take care, everybody. Bye.